And, you talk about this in your book. Of course, you had a lot of survivor's guilt because so few people and such horrific murders happened in Auschwitz. And then you survived magically and barely. And you held that guilt of survival and lost your parents. But rather than let that guilt slowly kill you over time, you said, let's honor the dead by living our fullest, freest life. We're still here. Life is such a gift.
I went back to Auschwitz, and on the way out, I saw someone with a uniform, and I thought I was back in the camp. But I had a blue American passport in my pocket. Nothing made me feel more than then that I'm not there anymore. I've been there, I done that. I learned a great deal how to not give in and give up ever, because the only one you have for life is you. All of the relationships will end.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And you also talk about, and this is, I'm just, the prison of judgment is such a big one, right? And
yeah,
you realize at a certain point that the Nazis, the guards, doing atrocious things, they were more imprisoned in their minds and hearts than you were in the camp.
Well, you couldn't change what was outside of you. And that's when the word attitude comes in. I kept talking to myself that it is temporary and I will survive it. Tomorrow became a big word. I will see my boyfriend tomorrow because he told me I have beautiful eyes and beautiful hands. So I ask everyone, tell me about my hands, tell me about my eyes. And I came home and I looked for my boyfriend, and I was told that he died a day before liberation.
Oh my gosh.
So
I was wondering about that. I was like, we gotta find Eric.
Married, we had our plans. We were gonna go to Palestine and fight the British. We had all it worked out.
That's so interesting you brought that up, because I literally would love your opinion. I just think your perspective is so pure and so backed by firsthand experience of what forgiveness and compassion and understanding and tell me more, curiosity and compassion can do. So just in the high level, what do you feel is the solution? I know it's very complex and complicated, but how do Israelis and Palestinians move beyond and learn to forgive each other and build something new?
Well, men want to understand everything and women want to feel the feelings. I think it's good to do both, to get in your head, but don't forget your heart, and give yourself permission to feel any feelings without the fear of being judged or judging yourself. You can feel sad or glad or mad, but how long you want to hold on to it, it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
They give that 30-second piece to 5,000 Palestinians and 5,000 Israelis, and then have them discuss it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to send them all both of her books.
Well, I don't know if they'll read the whole book. I think just that 30 seconds is
just that 30 seconds.
Yeah, because that way we can just put it like this. We like it's like there's like 2 lines of headphones.
Yeah.
And a conversation point. Right? Because that's the thing. It's like the reality is that both groups want to live happy, healthy lives. They're just holding on to such angst and aggression from their past that they can't let go of.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, it's that ability to forgive which will allow them both the freedom to ideally move into a place where they could, share.
Yeah, exactly.
Harmoniously.
Accept. Yeah, there's so much deep wounding in each lineage,
That's my next book, hoping that will come out from Auschwitz to La Jolla, the journey.
Yeah. You're about to get some big waves down there. There's a tropical storm / hurricane coming our way.
I know. We're excited about it. I'll be out there.
Does Edie surf? Do you surf?
Edie does not surf. Edie, what you don't see is out this window is Black's Beach, some of the most beautiful ocean whitewater views you can imagine. And Edie, have you ever been in the ocean? Out here?
I have not really. I mean, in the
Gulf, in Texas, you went.
I go to the water until it almost covers me. I'm a good swimmer. I was a good swimmer, always.
Yeah.
But I like my age because I can say anything and not to feel guilty, because I just say what is true for me. And the truth for me is that we're not born bad, we're born good. And we can choose always to create an atmosphere that people can feel any feelings without the fear of being judged.
That's it. I mean,
I don't judge other people. They are who they are. There is a price for everything. And I think that it's wonderful that someone like you is so dedicated to bring people together so they can exchange philosophy.
yeah. I mean, yeah, thank you. Judgment is a big one. And I think I'm just trying to heal all of my parts that are holding me back from a greatest potential and expression of myself, my real self, and step back into authenticity and shed all of that weight of guilt and shame and these kind of beliefs that we got as children. And so it's just self-exploration. So having access to people like you who have done the utmost self-exploration is such a gift, because as I go through it and learn it and apply it to myself, I just want to share with others, because I get so much liberation in the process, and it's layer by layer by layer. And I just, as I feel that kind of expansion, I want to share that with whoever I can.
My daughter's husband got the Nobel Prize in 2003, and I was in Stockholm, and I did some research that most of the Nobel Prize winners are firstborn or only children. Look at the statistics.
Interesting. What does that mean from a psychological perspective?
Not the middle children. The middle children are peacemakers. They want everybody to get along with everybody else. But the young people we call charming manipulators.
Oh. What if I'm the second child of two?
Yeah.
I'm the middle and the youngest. So
there you go.
Charming, manipulative, peacemaker.
Youngest daughter. And I was cross-eyed.
If there's two kids, you're the youngest.
Yeah.
So just a charming manipulator. Sorry. You don't
okay, shoot. I'm not the middle too. I was hoping I was a peacemaker. All right. I see that. So, okay, well, so you say ignorance is the enemy of hope and the catalyst for hope. What is your final message for everybody out there today, that's looking around and kind of a dismal political, horizon and other things, societal structures kind of collapsing, and I just feel like we need to up level. We're shifting and growing, and it's a little messy at times. So what is your advice as we deal with a lot of ignorance and fear and hatred? How can that be a catalyst for hope?
I suggest to be realistic, not idealistic, and look at the things that are around you and see how you can make it an atmosphere for anyone who comes to you, that you could exchange philosophies, because I'm right, but I'm only right for me. I cannot be right for anyone else. So I think you give permission to people to feel any feelings without the fear of being judged.
Thank you for listening to the Heal Podcast. Be sure to tune in for more empowering wisdom and inspiring healing stories. Oh, and make sure you hit the follow button on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss that one episode that holds the answer you've been searching for. And if you feel inspired, we would love you to rate and review us so that we have the opportunity to reach more people. And of course, you can follow us on Instagram for some behind-the-scenes fun and more inspiration at @HealDocumentary and @KellyGorris. Thank you so much, and be well.